You know that person who is an absolute genius at what they do, but for some reason they just can't seem to make it pay? Or, hey, maybe that person is you. Today, we're going to deconstruct a masterclass in communication that gets to the very heart of why this happens. And trust me, it's probably not what you think.
So, this is what we can call the insight paradox. It's that maddening, frustrating gap between being incredible at your craft and actually being able to make a decent living from it. This is the core conflict that keeps so many brilliant people feeling totally stuck.
And it all really boils down to this one simple question. I mean, it should be easy, right? If you're good at something, you should be able to talk about it. But as we're about to see, the problem is almost never the insight itself. There's something else missing entirely.
Now, when you first hear this problem laid out, the initial reaction is usually this huge wave of relief. You think, finally, somebody gets it. Yeah, that's me. And it feels really good and validating to be seen like that.
But that feeling is also right, it's incomplete. And this is the part most people completely miss about their own situation. That's me feeling is just the start. It doesn't actually solve the real problem hiding underneath.
Okay, so let's just get straight to the point. The problem is not a lack of self-awareness. Most super smart people know exactly what they're good at. The real problem is a translation issue. It's the failure to take all that genius in your head and package it so that someone else can immediately get it, value it, and, actually decide to pay for it. And this leads us to the big diagnosis. The reason you can't translate your insight isn't because you're using the wrong words. It's not a communication problem. It is a structure problem. You're missing the container to put all those great words into. And when you don't have that container, you get trapped in what we can call the loop. You know this feeling. You try to explain what you do, you start out strong, but then you see their eyes start to glaze over. You feel it happening mid-sentence, so you adjust, you add more context, you try to simplify, and suddenly it's even more confusing than when you started. And this right here, this is the soul-crushing cycle. Each step just feeds the next one, and it just eats away at your confidence. You start by trying to make it work. When it doesn't land, you adjust. That adjustment leads to self-doubt, until the whole explanation feels untrue even to you. So you just stop. You restart another day, trapped in the exact same loop. This is such a critical reframe. We get obsessed with the symptoms on the left, tweaking our words, adding more stories, losing our train of thought. But that's all just smoke. The real fire, the root cause, is all on the right. It's structural. If you don't have a clear container for your offer, you can't price it, you can't scale it, and pretty soon you don't even trust your own words anymore. So if the problem is structural, the solution has to be architectural. It's time to stop diagnosing the issue over and over and start building the container that actually gives your insight real-world value. Let's take a look at how that's done. All right, here's the first half of a really fundamental truth, so let it sink in. Insight alone doesn't get paid. All the expertise, all the brilliance in the world on its own has zero commercial value. Business structure, on the other hand, does get paid. It's the framework, the packaging, the tangible offer around your insight that lets somebody see it, understand it, and buy it. This is the part that is completely non-negotiable. Okay, so that's the next logical question, right? It's easy to throw around a word like structure, but what does a structurally clear offer actually look like in practice? What does it really give you? Well, the result of good structure isn't complicated. It's radical clarity. It boils down to three really concrete things. First, you get one clear sentence to explain what you do. No more rambling. That sentence defines one real offer that people can actually buy. And those two things create one business that people finally understand. Simple as that. Okay, for this last part, let's dive into the psychology that makes this kind of communication so incredibly effective. It's not just about what you say, it's about how it's engineered to move someone from that moment of self-recognition to making a decision. A really key psychological tool here is the time collapse. It's this powerful idea of taking a long, painful, drawn-out period of struggle, all those months or years you've been stuck in the loop, and contrasting it against a swift, structured, and decisive resolution. I mean, seriously, think about it. Most people stay stuck in this for years, just trying to figure out how to say what they already are. It is a massive drain of time and mental energy. And the power is in that contrast. You juxtapose years of painful, lonely effort
against the idea of getting it all done in one single focused session. The appeal isn't just about saving time, it's about finally ending the struggle. And this brings us to the final, most critical insight. An effective message, like the one we've been breaking down, is not about persuasion. It's not trying to convince you of some new thing. Its purpose is to be a perfect mirror, reflecting your own reality back to you so clearly that it removes every single excuse except taking action. And it all lands on this: a line that is just designed to linger. It doesn't push you, it doesn't sell you, it simply turns the question back around, suggesting that if this message resonated at all, the decision, in a way, has already been made. You already know what the missing piece is.